Hello and welcome to the Pioneer Accounting Center or the PAC training video series. I'm Travis, and in this video we will be covering deposit vouchers. With deposit vouchers, you can either make the deposit yourself at your local Wells Fargo bank into your Pioneer chapter account, or mail in your checks and or money orders to the PAC. Please keep in mind that the PAC does not accept cash. If you receive cash, please convert that cash to a money order or ask the person you received the money from to write a check. Or you'll have to make that deposit yourself at your local Wells Fargo bank. If you need your Wells Fargo Pioneer checking account information, please contact your PAC associate. If you're making the deposit yourself at your local Wells Fargo bank, please keep in mind you'll need to prepare one deposit voucher per bank deposit receipt. If you're mailing in checks and money orders, you'll have one deposit voucher. When looking at your voucher, you'll fill out the top portion with the group, chapter, unit name, and unit number. If you're unsure of how to fill out this portion, please refer to the training video, Introduction to the Website, and Voucher Basics. You'll check off the deposit box. The advanced clearing section can be skipped. This is only for advanced vouchers. The date can be found on the bank deposit receipt, most likely towards the bottom. If you're submitting the checks and money orders to the PAC to be deposited, you can put the date you're mailing them to the PAC. The description will be a brief but detailed description of how the funds were raised. For example, holiday fundraiser is not detailed enough. The PAC needs to know how the funds were raised at the holiday fundraiser. Were sales made? Were there donations? If it was a project or fundraiser, please do not only put that name of the project or fundraiser. Explain what the project or fundraiser is and how the money was raised. The taxable column will only be yes if the money brought in is sales subject to sales tax. If you have questions regarding if your deposit is subject to sales tax, please contact your PAC associate. The amount column needs to total up to the total amount being deposited. If you've already made the deposit at Wells Fargo, this total amount can be found at the bottom of the receipt. It will say something along the lines of total amount deposited. Fill in the account code and project IDs. If you need help filling these out, please refer to the Pioneer website for an account code and project ID list with descriptions and examples. The state column will be the state where the funds were raised. Fill out the submitted by information with your name and contact information in case the PAC associate has any questions and needs to contact you. For the approved by and approvals information, this portion can be left blank. This is not needed for deposit vouchers. The payee information can also be left blank. This is only filled out for vouchers where a check is being cut. And of course, the for PAC use only section can be skipped. This is just for the PAC. Now for this voucher, we have several specific descriptions, account codes, and project IDs. I'll go over those now, as these are more of the common ways we see funds being raised. The first one is vendor sales. That's going to be 4,500 fundraising, project ID fundraiser. A vendor sale is vendors making sales on Pioneer property and giving the pioneers a cut or portion of the sale. Next one is unspecified donation from member. That's the account code is 4010 contributions. Project ID admin. The next one is a donation for ramp project. Now this is also a donation, so it's going to be account code 4010 contribution. However, because it's specifically for ramp projects, so the person donating the money wants the money to go specifically towards ramp projects. So we're going to use a project ID ramp. The next one is bakeless bake sale, account code 4500 fundraising, project ID fundraiser. Member paid luncheon or meals. this is money being collected to go towards a member luncheon. The account code will be 6610 meals. This is an expense code, but we use this for the deposit voucher because this is going to offset any expenses being paid towards that meal. More than likely, there will be an invoice from a caterer or a restaurant bill. The project ID will be lunch. Next is store sales, specifically candy and nut sales. This is going to be $45.94, store taxable sales. Project ID store. Next is non-store sales, and they're selling cookbooks. So this would be $45.90 taxable sales. Project ID fundraising. Please refer to the website and the financial practices. There's further details regarding types of fundraising, store, and gaming. In general, a store is going to be regular sales made at a physical store. If it's non-regular sales, and it's, for example, a booth or a table being set up, that's going to be $45.90 taxable sales and fundraiser. The last one we have here is 50/50 raffle. This is $4,500 fundraising. Project ID gaming. Any non-related sales activity to raise funds would be $4,500 fundraiser. Please keep in mind, you cannot restrict funds being raised to go towards specific projects or organizations. That wraps it up for deposit vouchers. Thank you for watching this video on deposit vouchers. If you have any questions, please contact your PAC associate.